All right, what's up? It's Leonidas here from the Leonidas Marketing blog. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to quickly make a website for AdWords. And this website will be secure, it will be WordPress based, and it will have all the features that I personally use for my websites whenever I make a website. Okay, so this is the example of the website that you'll end up making. This is WordPress based, and it currently has a theme that you pretty much throw onto the WordPress, and it pre-fills all the data. And as you can see, all this data is pretty much pre-generated. Okay, so it comes with the theme itself. And the added benefit is that by the end of the video, you will have the ability to basically plug it into AdWords, and AdWords will accept it for advertising. So you can see that the website itself is leonidasmarketing.club, okay, and it's accepting both for URL-based clicks. So basically, you can advertise the website so that people will click on the ad and will go to the website, as well as you can use it to advertise pay-per-call offers, okay, as I pretty much teach you in the pay-per-call course, okay, if you'd like to learn pay-per-call marketing. So first things first, let me show you how the process is going to break down, and then we're going to go right into it. We're going to create a website for AdWords as quickly as possible. This is might take you about an hour or so, maybe less, basically depending on how newbie you are to this process. We're going to register a domain, so we're going to use Namecheap in this case. So Namecheap is the number one way that I usually register my domains. This is a paid service, of course, so you can pay anywhere from $1 per domain to whatever you want. Ultimately, we're going to link it to Cloudflare. So Cloudflare is a service that prevents your website from being hacked, from spam going to your website, as well as I use it personally for performance optimization because it allows you to pretty much put your website anywhere in the world, and it speeds up performance, okay? And after that, we're gonna make our server. So I'm gonna show you which server platform that I use to host my current website, which is premium23.com, as well as the leonidasmarketing.club. And then on that server, it's gonna automatically create for you a website. And this platform that I'm gonna show you is really, really awesome because you can scale it. So scaling means that you can make it faster or slower. So basically more expensive or less expensive, and it's gonna make it faster or slower. And we're going to upload the theme that you saw earlier, and that theme has a lot of cool features that pretty much I've never seen before up until this point, where you can pretty much customize your website to look as however you want. And then the last step is we're going to connect it to AdWords. So the ultimate goal here is to have a website domain that is going to be very customizable, that you can plug into AdWords, and then you can start advertising with it. Okay, so we're gonna have to make this website. So first things first, we need to register a domain. Let's go ahead to namecheap.com, and here you can type in whatever domain name that you'd like. So let's say, for example, Leonidas Marketing whatever it is. We'll do a quick search. Okay, and here you can see the cost of whatever domain you'd like. Keep in mind that for the first year, that's how they get you. You can register a domain name for pretty cheap the first year, but then the next year is when they'll rank up the costs. But of course, if you're making a ton of money, it's not really a big deal. It's actually an inexistent. It's an existent issue if you're making whatever $1,000, $2,000 a day. So you go ahead and let's say, for example, you add the domain here. The domain name will show up on the side here. You view cart. The WhoIsGuard protects your domain from being analyzed by other people that are doing a domain research, like a who is on your domain. So it won't show your name, it won't show your phone number, etc., etc. It'll all be just blocked. So make sure that's enabled. And then you simply confirm order. and you can log in or you can create your account and then just finish up with the purchase process. And then once you're done, you can go ahead and look in the back end. So the back end will look like so. I will show you in a second. All right, so you can check out through PayPal, and once that checkout process is finished, so once you've purchased your domain, this is what you should be seeing. Okay, so go ahead and you can see leonidasmarketing.club here. Let's go ahead and hit manage. And all you will need to really do is to edit this name server section here. All right, so next up, what we'll do is we will go to Cloudflare. Now this Cloudflare website, once again, is just going to make your website faster, and you can actually add security features as well to prevent spam going to your website. So go ahead and sign up. It's completely free to sign up, and once you are ready, you should be greeted, for the first time, you should be greeted with this section right here, add websites. And let's go ahead and add our website, leonidasmarketing.club. All right, once the scan is complete, we will hit continue setup, and these sections should actually be empty. So for the sake of this tutorial, let's go ahead and delete them for now, and we will hit continue. We don't want any payment method, so just hit free website. Okay. And then it'll give you the name servers. So we will copy the name server and go back to our, here we go. And in the name server section, hit custom DNS, paste that one, the first one, and then copy this one, and then paste that one. So basically what you're doing is that the domain, the leonidasmarketing.club domain is simply an arrow pointing towards your website. Now in this case, what we're doing is we're pointing that arrow towards Cloudflare, which does a little bit of a protection / optimization to make your website faster, and then it points to your server, which has all of the data on it. Okay, so it's like a buffer protection speed optimization utility, Cloudflare itself, and the domain itself is simply an arrow to point it towards your website. So let's go ahead and click save. All right, very good. It should say DNS server update may take up to 48 hours to take to effect. This usually takes about anywhere from 1 hour and can literally take up to 48 hours, but usually it's pretty fast. So just hold on while all that takes place, and then we will go back to our name server, hit continue, and then it is simply going to wait. Okay, you can go ahead and do a recheck name server. And since I already plugged it in previously, it should work just fine. All right, the next step, what we want to do is we want to create our website itself. So that's part of our step 3, create a website and server. So let's go ahead to our awesome website server hosting space, and I really recommend Cloudways. So previously I was with iPage. That was the very first hosting service that I ever used, and it sucked after a while because the performance was really bad and the back end was really complicated. It had the cPanel interface and all that other stuff, and you basically had to click here, all this mishmash of complicated stuff. Then I ended up switching to, I think it was HostGator. HostGator was fine for a little bit, but then there's no scalability. Like I couldn't scale it up or down. So I kept looking for hosting services, and I discovered that Google actually has a hosting service as well, and you can actually connect to that hosting service using Cloudways. So all you have to do is get here started for free. Now, obviously the hosting isn't free, but you can create yourself an account and you can look at the backend process. So go ahead and get started for free. All right, so what you might see for the first time is this screen right here. where you can actually just hit add server. If you don't, then you will see it in the next section. So you will see a server screen here to create your own server. We will select our application, what we want to create. So it's going to be a WordPress platform, and we're going to name our WordPress platform. So it's going to be Noob WordPress, and then our Noob server, and then select your project. So just go ahead and create your project name. Doesn't really matter. I call it online marketing because that's what I do. And the cheapest option here is going to be DigitalOcean. Now the problem with DigitalOcean is that while it can be very, very cheap, okay, so actually I don't even recommend the $7 per month. That's not enough for WordPress. What you want is around the $17 per month scale, but unfortunately, for example, if you want to later on increase the performance of your website, let's say you get more traffic, more visitors, all that other stuff, you want to scale it to 2 gigabits, but let's say you even decide to go to 4, the problem is that you won't be easily able to scale it down, okay? You'll actually have to transfer everything from this server to another server, and it's quite a hassle. As well as DigitalOcean, it can be slow, because I've created one server with DigitalOcean. It actually took a lot of time to set it up. So what I really recommend is that you use Google. Now Google is awesome because they're everywhere, they're fast, they're highly optimized, they know their stuff, okay? And then once your server is up and running, you can scale it to the next level, the next level, the next level, or scale it down at any time you want, okay? So sometimes I scale it up just to get a little bit more performance boost. One time I scaled it all the way up to, for example, image optimization, and then I brought it back down to small for my premium 2.3 website because I didn't need that much performance anymore. As well as you can actually create more websites on your Google platform. Let's say you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 websites. So you obviously want more performance. And then let's say you start to remove those websites because they're no longer useful. So you can basically scale it down, and you can do that all within that one server. With your DigitalOcean, you can scale it up, but then you have to transfer everything to another server to scale it back down. So bandwidth, not important. You'll pay according to what you use. Storage, not important. All that other stuff. Now location, you can pretty much set it to wherever you want, whichever is closest to you or whichever you think might be closest to the customers that you'll be targeting. So if you're doing pay-per-call marketing, like what's on the premium23.com blog, the Leonidas marketing blog, then you'll probably want to set it in the United States. But if either way, your website's going to be fast, it doesn't really matter because we're going to make it super fast, okay? So let's go ahead and just do Iowa, and then you just hit launch now, okay? So let's go ahead and do that in this case, and it'll start creating the website. The server itself plus the WordPress application on your website or on your server. So I'm going to pause this video for now, and then once the server is up, I'll resume. All right, so once your server is complete, you will see it right here. And we will go ahead and click on our server. Here, basically, this is your login information for your FTP. Okay, so if you decide to use FTP in the future, which you probably will if you're a website person, this is your login information. So this is your IP address, this is your username to log into your FTP, and that's your password. And you can actually even go to vertical scaling. So this is the specific part which I referred to earlier. And you can scale your server for more power or less power as you see fit. Okay, if you have more websites, you'll end up using more. If you only have one website, then I recommend just keeping it here. And let's go ahead and go to our website or our WordPress. So here we have our Noob WordPress website, and let's go ahead and see what it looks like. So we can launch it right here. And this is the layout that it should look like. If you have a newer WordPress that ends up being installed, it might look a little bit different. So you can actually, once you change the domain address of your website, you can actually go ahead and plug this into AdWords, but it will look like absolute garbage. So what I recommend is that you add a theme. So we'll do that in just a second. So here we have your admin panel, okay? Here you can access your admin backend, but let's go ahead and connect our domain that we purchased earlier, the Leonidas Marketing Blog domain. So to do that, we simply go to domain management. We type in leonidasmarketing.club, okay? And we'll hit save changes. This will take about a minute or two as it configures your server to recognize the domain, so the pointer. So anytime there's any traffic coming in that is looking for leonidasmarketing.club, it knows to point it to your website, okay? All right, so now our website domain name exists. Now we simply need to point Cloudflare to our server and ultimately to our website. So the first thing we'll need to do is we will need to take this right here and we will need to so now we're going to have to point our Cloudflare platform to our server / website. So let's go ahead and go back to Cloudflare. And in Cloudflare, you simply go to DNS. And in the DNS, we're going to hit add a new record. Okay, so for the record itself, we'll do Leonidas marketing.club, and the IP address is going to be, you'll go back to your Cloudflare or Cloudways server, and that is your IP address right there. So you can go ahead and just click on it and it'll say copied. We'll go back to our Cloudflare and hit add record. Okay, so now if you go to leonidasmarketing.club, it will go to this server, and on that server you simply do cname, so www, and the domain name will be, you'll go back to your Cloudways platform, and your Cloudways platform is here on your domain management, and your website itself, your domain, should point to this address right here. So we're going to select it and right click copy. We'll go back to Cloudflare. You can do right click paste, okay, and this will paste it in there. Add record, and you can go ahead and type in leonidasmarketing.club into your URL, into your address bar. And as you can see, it points to our new website, leonidasmarketing.club. Okay, so currently there's nothing on there, but that doesn't matter yet to our server here. And we will go ahead and access our admin panel. So copied, paste, and then copy the password, paste it in, remember me. All right, so the next thing what we want to do is we want to install an SSL script on our website. So this will actually end up securing our website from people looking at your password on the internet. Okay, and this is essential nowadays for most websites as far as security is concerned. So it just encrypts any messages going to and from your website, to and from you and the website itself as well. So what we'll do is we will go to our Cloudways platform, okay, and we'll go to SSL certificate here. We'll enter our email address, so your email address doesn't really matter, but enter it in there anyway, and your domain name. So go ahead and enter your domain name in there. So for example, leonidasmarketing.club, and we'll hit install certificate. So this will take about 2 minutes or so to install the certificate. All right, so once the certificate is installed, you can see that everything is good to go on the back end. Now we need to go to our website and start activating this SSL on our WordPress website. So we'll go to the back end, we'll hit For plugins, add new. We'll type in SSL in the search section, and we'll hit install now on really simple SSL and SSL insecure content fixer. So we will do both. And all we have to do is click activate and activate. There you go. So now they're both activated, and go ahead and activate SSL. All right. And it'll ask us to log in again, but in this case, now our website should be secure. So if you actually look in the address bar, you'll see it says HTTPS. So that means just secure, okay? And any messages going to and from your website. So for example, when you type in your password here, no one will be able to see it on the internet level. So I recommend you change your password after as well. No one will be able to sniff it as it goes through the pipes, quote unquote. Okay, so what we need to do now is go ahead and log in once again. And the other thing we need to do is on the left side here, go to SSL insecure content and make sure that it's set to capture. Okay, now the next step is that we need to make our website look a little bit better than it does right now. So you can go to themes and you can hit add themes. Okay, and there's a bunch of free themes you can obviously use. Pretty much if you plugged in your website right now into AdWords, it would probably work just fine. There wouldn't be any issues. But the theme that I really recommend, okay, is the theme that I use on my website as well, because it has a lot of functionality that allows you to do so many cool things. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go to this next website called Theme Forest, and here you can type in the 7. Okay, this is the theme that I use, and I personally don't know these guys, but their theme is awesome, and I've looked through, you know, maybe 100 themes in my entire web designing life span. So we'll go here, the 7. Okay, and whenever you're ready, I guess you can do a live preview. Okay, you can look through the website. It's really cool. I really enjoy it. You can actually test it out and stuff. And then you simply hit, I believe, buy license. Yeah. So add to cart, buy it now. It's all you really need is this $39 part. Everything else you don't really need because you already have hosting that's already available to you. I obviously don't recommend their hosting because it's not scalable like what you have at the moment. So once it's already purchased, you simply will go to your profile, you hit downloads, and then you download the theme. Okay, so you download the theme file. So all installable WordPress file only. Okay, you can actually download all files and documentation. The documentation you will read on your own, how to set up the theme itself, but for now all we need to do is install the WordPress file only. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back to our theme section, and we'll hit upload theme. We'll choose file, and we're going to upload that file. Okay, so the last version of the file that I downloaded was the 5.4.1, but obviously that's going to be a much higher version by the time you see this video. It's actually already higher because there's been several updates. So we'll hit open and install now. So at this point it'll start uploading, and then depending on your connection speed, it should finish uploading relatively quickly. All right, so once the theme is uploaded, you can simply go to your themes section on the left side here in appearances, and then you will see the 7 theme here in the center. All we have to do is click activate. Okay, and the next thing that we need to do is we need to register the theme, and what this will allow us to do is it'll allow us to import a pre-made site as quickly as possible. So to get the purchase code, you simply go back to theme forest. And in theme forest, you hit the download section. So once again, it's under your settings here, and in downloads, and then you hit download here, and then you download the license certificate and purchase code. Okay. Once that is complete, you open the file, and within the file itself, you can see the purchase code right here. Obviously, I'll blur my code out, but this is what it is. You right-click copy. You go back to your theme, okay, the 7, and you right-click paste, or whatever your paste command is, and you register the theme. All right, so once the theme is registered, all we have to do is import a pre-made site. So let's go ahead and click on that. And the theme that I believe I imported previously for the Leonidas marketing blog was digital media service. So it's somewhere here. But to make this a lot simpler, let's just go ahead and do the coming soon revolution. So import the entire content, import the theme options as well, and make sure everything else is checked as well. And go ahead and click import content. All right, so now it's going to go through this process. This might take a few minutes or so. And once it's complete, let's go ahead and go back to our website. And here you have a brand new website that's been completely pre-made, okay? And you can actually go start plugging this into AdWords. So the next step that I'm going to show you is how to plug this into AdWords. So let's go ahead and go back to our AdWords platform. So I presume that you've signed up, you've submitted your billing information into AdWords, and now you are ready to plug your website into it. So let's go to AdWords, and we will do a new campaign. So this will be as basic as possible. I'm not going to go into any details as far as what the settings are. Just we want to verify that our website works. Okay. So this was a pre-made campaign. Let's just go ahead and all right. So we'll make a new campaign here, and we'll do search network only. We'll do site verification. Okay. All features. Honestly, this is just a formality. Nothing here really matters. Budget. We'll make sure to set it to 0.5 cents per day, so as minimal as possible. So we're not actually spending any money on this. We'll hit save and continue. And we will do a verification ad group. That's the name of our ad group here. The final URL will be that's our final URL. So that's where the users will land once they click on your ad. Need marketing help. Learn marketing with Leonidas, okay? And free marketing guides for AdWords, Bing Ads, Facebook, and WordPress creation. Okay, perfect. So the content doesn't really matter. And the keywords, so these keywords were extracted from the website. We're just going to put this right in and save ad group. Spacing. All right. So now the ad is under review, and then we're gonna create one more ad here. So we will do a call only ad. And then we will do Leonidas marketing. Okay. And whatever the phone number is for your business or your affiliate offer or whatever it is you want to promote. So whether it's small business, medium business, corporate, etc. So we'll just do an example here, 888-543-3456. Okay. Need marketing help. Awesome advice from Leonidas. Okay. The display URL will be our Leonidas marketing.club, and the verification URL. Okay, so this is actually where Google has to verify that this is your website, this is an actual business that you're promoting. So the fastest way to actually do this is to link it to a page that has this phone number. So we'll go back to our website here. We will do a new page. And we'll do the number here, so 888-543-3456. Okay. And let's go ahead and hit publish. Okay. And this will be our URL to verify the website itself. So we'll go back to here. We will right-click paste and save the ad. Perfect. Now these two ads will be under review. They'll be under review for maybe about 30 minutes or so, maybe even less time, depending on the algorithm or like the speed of the algorithm itself. And then once they are complete, you will see that the ads will say approved, just like this. Okay. And that basically concludes our guide to set up our website as quickly as possible. So two additional things that I want to show you is that the theme that I recommended, okay? Now you're probably thinking maybe to get a free theme, etc., but I really recommend this theme because clearly they have a lot of sales already, lots of comments, and the ratings are high, and the theme is extremely customizable, okay? So if you go up here, you can see that pretty much everything is customizable with this theme. This is the first time I've seen something like this in WordPress, so this is incredible. Plus, it also has a drag and drop element here called the Ultimate Add-ons for Visual Composer. So this actually is included with the theme itself. It is included. Okay, and the second thing that I want to show you is with our Cloudways. So whenever you are ready to start expanding your website properties, you simply log into your Cloudways platform, okay? You click on your server. So in this case, it was noob server. And we will go ahead and actually create a new website. So you can actually see the list of websites are up here. So this is our noob WordPress. But let's say, for example, we want to make another website or another website or another website. We'll simply go down here, bottom right, and all you have to do is hit Add App. Okay, you can actually even transfer your server from another server, from any other host. You can even clone your server to make a copy just in case you screw things up. Okay, so in this case, you simply hit Add App. This will give you the option to create a brand new website, and it's super fast, super awesome. I mean, this is literally why I love the service, because you can scale it like what we saw earlier. Plus, you can add WordPress based things right here. And as well, to top it all off, if you're really into this whole website management thing, you can go back to Manage Services, okay? And you have all of these really awesome options for optimizing your WordPress site. So for example, with Relic, you can see the performance, making sure that nothing is screwing up your website. Like for example, plugins. I had one plugin that kept crashing my server twice per day. This was actually recently, and I discovered that it was actually coming from another website on my server, so I disabled that website. And then Varnish is to optimize your server for performance. Okay, that's the gist of it. And then you also have another thing called Redist. So that's, for more performance optimization in the future. Anyways, I don't want to go into too much detail, but pretty much this is like as easy as it gets to making a fast, affordable, good WordPress server that you can plug into AdWords, and then you can basically start making money with it, whether it's your blog, it's your affiliate marketing, it's your application services, whatever it is you want to do. This is pretty much the best option ever that I have so far, that I've discovered so far. Okay. So once again, feel free to check out the leonidasmarketing.club to see the landing page itself. Obviously, I will change it over time. And as well, check out premium23.com for free pay-per-call guides, as well as other internet marketing guides. And hopefully I didn't rant for too long. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next video. All right? Salute.